Today is one of the best days of my life, man, and as sad as that is, it is true. I went 4-1 on the main card, although I do think that the Merab Sandhagen fight was a draw. So technically I should have gone 4.5 to 0.5. Right, but hey, I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad. Dude, you know what? In hindsight, I am happy that Alex Pereira lost to Magomed Ankalaev back then, 6 months ago or whatever. Because you know what would happen if Pereira won? It would be fucking John Jones versus Pereira, man. And Aspinall would have to wait another, I don't know how many months. Fuck that shit, dog. And then it would just add another win to like John Jones's resume or something. But now looking at this, I don't know, man. Maybe he could flatline John Jones as well. Like, dude. But yeah, Pereira just let Ankalaev win so that he could add another former champion to his resume. I was so fucking hyped after some of the results from this card. I was watching the shit on the couch, right? So I just like jumped up, did like a tricep pushdown or whatever, popped my fucking shoulder. So yeah, fucking insane fights. It was probably only me and this brother right here who picked Alex in this fight. I mean, I've watched the main event probably about 100 times at this point. I watched all these Dagestani glazers cope as well and all of their fight companions and shit. One of the most satisfying things ever, man. Hey man, the memes are out. Send Ankalaev title shop 2-3 years and forget, brother. How about that? Send Umar 2-3 years Georgia and forget as well, you know, while you're at it. And Islam's going against JDM and Ilya next. So yeah, I think he gets fucked up twice as well. So there's no one really holding it up for the Dagestanis, is there? If anything, Chimaev's the one holding it down for these guys at the moment, and he ain't even Dagestani. Now all the Muslim fans will be spamming Chimaev gifs in the comment sections and all that of every Alex Pereira post, but it is what it is, you know. They'll have to find something. Anyways, you guys are fucking sellouts, man. Like, you all have sold out to the minority casual Muslim fan base who just support the fighters just because they're Muslim and not because they have a cool fighting style or a personality or whatever, and y'all are doing so by throwing the fucking sport that y'all claim to love under the bus. Anyways, let's talk about the fight a little bit. Like, Pereira, he just saw red, man, in this fight. He just put the fucking pressure on Big Ank, who you can now call Lil Ank, by the way. He threw some big, heavy, rare leg kicks, went shin to shin the same way Jan did. He made Ankalaev switch after just 3 of those kicks, man. And obviously, Ankalaev isn't as good in orthodox as he is in southpaw defensively. And Pereira made a read on this. He just went forward, threw a winging right hand, landed right on the ear of Ankalaev. This shot stumbles Ankalaev all over the place. He shoots in defensively. Pereira's takedown defense, he goes 100% in 2 fights against Ankalaev now. Brother, put him Ankalaev. Yeah, what now, mate? What now? 12 to 6 elbows from hell land on Ank. So a lot of them break through the guard. A lot of people were saying, oh, just stand on the glove, man. No, a lot of them broke through the guard. The replay they showed in slow motion only showed the ones that landed on the glove, which are like the last 3. And then those elbows to the body were brutal as well. And also, you got to give some credit to Herb Dean, man. Like, I'm just glad he didn't just pull him off after about 3 elbows, which honestly he could have, man. It would have been justified. But yeah, now, since he just let him go, he threw about 20 brutal elbows. All these Dagestani glazers, they're just gonna have to accept it. It wasn't anywhere close to an early stoppage, man. Obviously, MMA Joey might disagree, but he's MMA Joey at the end of the day. Like, I mean, his whole existence is probably a cope, you know what I mean? And then at the end there, we saw Jiri get a little emotional, you know, wholesome Jiri moment, man, because that's really how we all felt in that moment. It's just impossible to hate Jiri, isn't it? Like, he's not trying to put on an act all tough and shit so that he gets the next fight. Like, he's just being himself, man. Like, man, W Jiri moment, man. Anyways, let's talk about Sandhagen versus Merab. I picked Sandhagen, although I really wanted Merab to get this one done. The fight was razor close. Matter of fact, I gave Cory 3 of the 5, man, but Merab obviously got that 10-8 in round 2, making it a draw. Now, rounds 4 and 5, they were extremely close, so I'm not mad at the judges for giving it to Merab, dude, but Cory did land the bigger shots in those rounds. He landed the more damaging strikes, and according to the scoring criteria, obviously you got to give it to Sandhagen because the striking difference wasn't that different, you know. It's not like Merab landed 50 and Cory landed 10 or something. No, it was quite similar. Maybe about 5 strikes here and there. Now, I know Merab made the fight look chaotic as fuck with all that pressure and all that, but almost every shot didn't land, you know what I mean? Like, almost every shot was either hitting the glove or hitting the air. And it was tough to see live, but I ended up watching that entire fight frame by frame, so that's how I know this. I might just make a Weasel type frame by frame breakdown tomorrow, maybe. I'll talk about how this was a draw, man. And I did mention that flying knee, which I thought it's very possible that it lands on Merab, and it was just inches away from landing on Merab's face on multiple occasions in this fight. But yeah, I told y'all, man, don't underestimate Cory. He arguably won 3 of the 5 rounds here. It just is what it is. Although he lost, and I'm not mad at him losing, but yeah, he was razor close to pulling this one off. But I'm so fucking happy for Merab, man. Like, who the fuck is beating this guy, dude? Umar and Cory were like the only hopes, and now Umar is fighting Bautista, and I'm picking Bautista to get it done, man. Dude, Merab is gonna be the GOAT of the sport, and I don't think anyone is gonna get anywhere near that in my lifetime, at least. I don't think anyone's gonna get near the resume of Merab. And yeah, I believe him. I think he will fight till his late 40s 40s till he's 50 maybe. Like, insane, man. Insane. Moving down, we had Jiri versus Rountree as a feature fight. I felt so bad for Rountree, man. I mean, he was brutalizing Jiri in those first two, but he just got slumped out cold in the third. Jiri just did what he does, man. Like, a normal dude would have gotten rocked or maybe finished if a shot lands clean like that, but not Jiri, man. He just gets mad, he grunts and just walks forward, you know, like, it's insane. I mean, I don't know, apart from being completely built different like Pereira or something, like autism or whatever Jiri has might just be the best base for MMA. Jiri looked like Bambi early on in round 3. He probably just grunted and said, let's go for that, and just went for it, man, like for real. And then moving down the card, we had Youssef Zalal getting it done by armbar against Josh Emmett. I mean, Youssef Zalal is legit, man. Like, he definitely has that top 5 and maybe even champ potential, but you know, it's the featherweight division. I think it is the most skilled division in the UFC right now. It is so fucking stacked. I just don't see high odds for him becoming the champ, because I think there are probably some holes in his game. I mean, Kato could have beat him in that fight, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I have to say. I just picked him to win in this fight because I knew that he was the more technical and sound guy, and I just knew that Josh Emmett's big meaty hooks, this is not the type of opponent that those would work on, and they didn't. Then moving down the card, we had the opener to the main card, Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Dude, this guy's fucking Dagestani too, dude. We had 2 high-level Dagestanis get absolutely schooled on one card. I've been saying it for a long time now, man. It is the end of the Dagestani era, and one by one, you know, somehow they're just getting pushed under the mat, you know what I mean? Anyways, Joe Pyfer's game plan was good. Like I said, Abus has the gas tank of a matchstick. Although Abus was the one with the grappling advantage, Pyfer forced him into scrambles, causing him to gas early, man. And then it was just easy work for Pyfer in round 2. He landed a big shot and then got the rear naked choke. And then on the prelims, man, like one fight I had to talk about, patchy mix, man. Well. Yeah, so these Bellator PFL guys just ain't shit, man. Like, let's be real. Coming to the UFC was probably the worst decision Patchy could have ever made in his career. Bro, the Polish guy, like, if he was in Bellator, the hardcores would be talking about him like he's the best bantamweight in the world. In my opinion, man, Patchy edged out that second round, but I'm not sure, dude. We'll have to rewatch it. Actually, fuck that. I'm not watching that shit. Like, you're crazy, man. Yeah, well, we'll just go with I don't really give a fuck. How does that sound? Like, I don't think anyone really cares anymore about this guy. So, moving on to another notable fight in the prelims, we had the middleweight Ngannou. He got it done again. He got it done in the first round. Brutal stuff, man. But yeah, I don't really think there was anything else relevant to talk about on this card. One of the best cards I've ever watched in my life. I'm still hyped and it's almost 24 hours past the fights now. I feel like there's a lot of shit I'm forgetting, man, but I don't know. Just let it slip for now. It's just such a good time to be a UFC fan, man.